Alright folks, welcome back to Q Radio 97.5. We took a quick lunch break ourselves, about 5 to 10 minutes. And I must say, that food was very delicious, wasn't it, Dad?
That's right, sure was.
Yeah, I ate some good old fish and fries and onion ring and fries and stuff. I'll tell you what, having a good old Coke. And back then, in the 1930s and 40s, Coke was like 5 cents. That was a nickel back then.
Yep.
Could you imagine buying food for 5 cents or 10 cents? You would be rich and everything too, man. Almost. Nowadays, pop is $1.25 and stuff, have a machine and everything.
Back when I was growing up, going to school, and first man, I remember they used to give us got a quarter for school, and they'd buy you a moon pie and a can of potted meat and a Coke.
Oh, really?
For a quarter.
Oh, no. Yeah, that must have been pretty great back in y'all's day, just the gas and food and stuff.
It was.
Oh, definitely. I hear you on that. Alright, now, okay, now let's go on to a different question. My mom, Bertha Holland, that lives in Cumberland, Kentucky. Her parents were truly great and awesome. And I gotta say, how did you meet our mom? How did you meet Princess Holland? And when did you get married to her?
Well, when I was starting going to Mount Macedonia Baptist Church over in Cumberland, Kentucky, her and her mom was going. They attended that church at that time, and me and Elvis Gregory was painting the church I think one Saturday, and her and her mom drove by, and they hollered at me. They hollered at me and yelled, and it just went from there. She hollered at me, and then I started talking to her in church, and that's how I come to meet her in church, at the Macedonia Baptist Church. And we started dating, and we got engaged and got married in 1991. 1991.
Yeah. I must say, how many children do you have?
I got.
Well, besides me, anyways.
Got you? Got three boys and one girl.
Okay, alright. My two brothers, Hunter Holland, he's my full-blooded brother, 15 years old. And my half-brother, Malin Gist, he'll be turning 5 August 29th of this year. And the sister, Linda Holland.
She was born in 1982. She's now 31.
Yeah,
31 years old. And she lives. I think she lives in. Well, she lives in California now.
Okay, all right then.
And I got 6 grandchildren by her.
Okay.
She's got 6 children. 6 children.
Oh, 6 children. Okay, all right. Well, before we do anything else, let me ask you something about the coal mines back. What's the one thing that you miss about working in coal mines?
Well, one thing I miss about the coal mine is the money was great when after I quit, and miss the money, and especially I miss working with miss the guys, working with the guys. Really enjoyed working in the coal mines and really miss them, working with them. And that's one thing I miss. And another thing is I just miss working all together in the underground in the coal mines. Sometimes I think about going back, but I don't think I could stand it. I don't think my back could stand it. I got a bad back right now. I've got a bad back now. But that ain't what brought me out of the coal mine. What brought me out of the coal mine is I had a bad heart, and I had some stents and put in my heart, and I just never did. I just was scared to go back underground at that time.
Oh yeah, definitely. And you gotta watch out for, like I said, your health and stuff, because you never know. One day you could be out working stuff, and the next day you could just be flat in your back and stuff. So
that's true. That's true.
It's just according to what you're doing and stuff. Well, other than the coal mines, where else have you worked at?
Well, I've worked. First job I had was in Indianapolis. I worked in Indianapolis at a sewing factory in Indianapolis for about 6 or 8 months in Indianapolis, and then I come back, and that's about the only other place I've worked. I was the coal mine and the sewing factory And I worked there for about 6 months in Indianapolis, and then come back to, and then got a job in the coal mine
Oh,
after that.
okay.
In the coal mine until I retired.
Okay, alright.
But now I do odd and end jobs, just like a little bit of carpenter work and a little bit of odd and end jobs, just to make ends meet.
Okay, alright. And cutting grass and painting people's houses and
Doing a
stuff?
little bit of carpenter work and painting and doing carpenter work and stuff like that, cutting grass and a little
Okay.
odd and end jobs.
Yeah, because I remember back in the day, well, when I was growing up, about 14, 15 bread something like that, I used to help you a whole lot, though, as far as working and stuff.
Yeah, you did. You helped run the house and helped me a whole lot. Yes, sure did.
Mm-hmm. Oh, definitely. That's one good thing I could say about our parents, though, is they would always teach us about responsibility and have faith in working and stuff, though, just to never stop working. Okay, you're listening to right now You Covered Me, which is a great song by Hezekiah Walker, I think. I'm not sure who the artist is. But if you can go back in time and change something in your life, what would it be?
Well, I don't know really. I don't know if I could go back and all that. Just glad I got the children. The children I got right now. I don't know if I can go back and change much more.
Mm-hmm.
Just done a lot of bad stuff. I'd like to go back and change it, but you don't want to go back and nobody wants to go back and do the things they want to do over. I'm just so glad I got the children I got now and things like that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, definitely. You know, sometimes bad decisions and stuff, you can't relate and stuff, and they can come back to haunt you and stuff.
That's right.
Yeah, because
There's a lot of bad decisions, a lot of bad things, decisions, but God's been good.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, most definitely. Yeah, most definitely. All right, now, what's the difference between today's culture and yesterday's? Like back then, when you was living in the 70s and 80s, what's the difference between those times and now?
Well, cost of living wasn't high back then, but now it costs so much to live. Gas prices and food prices are just a high. Everything's just high now. It takes a lot of money just to make the ends meet. And, back then the stuff was didn't cost as much as it does now.
Mm.
And, that's one thing.
Okay, all right. What's the best? Where's the best place you've lived at?
I would say here in Lynch and then in Cumberland, in Sawmill Hall in Cumberland. That's the best time of my life, I guess, in Sawmill Hall.
Okay, yeah. Back in, I was talking to a good old, one of my mom's good old friends, Virgil Princeton, and he said back in the 80s, Lynch, man, those was the great times right there.
Yeah, it was a good time. Yeah, pretty good time back then. Sure was.
Mm-hmm. Well, we got about a minute left on the air before we run out of time and stuff, but it sure has been a great pleasure having you on the show and stuff on Q Radio 97.5.
Been good being here.
Mm-hmm. Oh, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
What's your plans or anything? You got any plans or anything for the future?
Just try to stay true to God and do God's will. And we all still human, make mistakes. Just trying to stay true to God's word.
Okay. Would you like to say hello or say or give a big shout out to anybody, any family member or friend, anything on the air?
Just like to say it's been good being here and to say hello to all my family. God bless y'all.
Okay, then, alright then. Well, it sure has been a great pleasure having you on the show here, Dad, man.
Been good to you, Pancho. Thank you, sir. God bless you and love you, buddy.
I must say,
take care. All right, love you, man.
I must say, it's been great having you on the show, buddy.
God bless you, love you.
I'll give you a proper pose right there.
All right, love you, buddy.
Oh, definitely. Well, that about wraps it up here for Q Radio 97.5. I am Pancho Blazing ATM at the moment, all day, every day, rapping like Touche, PHT. Big shout out to Tweezy Hunter, Stephen Coots, Jake Spurlock, you already know. All the lovely ladies, my family, my friends, and most of all the church people, and to my God, my Savior Jesus Christ. This is Poncho Blazing ATM, and James Livingston ATM, DJ Blazing, whoever you want to call me. But we're running out of time, and for more information on my videos and stuff, go to YouTube/Poncho Blazing ATM or Joseph Holland. And then go to my Facebook page or go to Dad's or Hunter's or Mom's Facebook page, whoever. And go to BlazingEntertainment.com for exclusives. And until next time, keep blazing and always have God in your life. We'll catch you later on. I'll see you.
Sweet.